I bet. Let's go. I got it. I got it.
You got it.
I don't know it. Yeah, stop laughing at me. Welcome to Earth 2 Comic Cast, where superheroes exist and comic book talk is the norm. It's your host, Mo Crosby. Alongside Kris and Keem, we're here to discuss the old guard. Kris hasn't been on here since The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. So yeah, what you been up to, Kris? Like, no, fill us in.
Oh man,
I don't know. I ain't got nothing.
Many years. Many years.
Each month feels like 10 years. Each month of 2020.
I mean, seriously. So, you know, can we expect you? This is not Kipo. Can we expect you back for The Boys season 2?
We'll see. I might be like 10,000 years older by then.
You might have been super aged. Like, what?
No.
Hopefully, if you can, Umbrella Academy comes up before The Boys, so we can have you there before that, before you get like super old.
Right.
From age.
So, The Old Guard on Netflix. The movie came out on Friday, and you know, I looked at the trailer because I always watch Netflix trailers. I don't know if you guys do. I was like, oh, this kind of looks cool, but it also kind of looks like two of our it also kind of looks like one of the shows that we're doing for our reviews, right, Keem? So I was like, oh, it falls in line, so why don't we just review it? And I was like, yeah, I put it in the chat. Like, no, I didn't put it in the chat. I said it. Wait, did I put it in the chat? I think I put it in the chat. Yeah, I put it in the chat. Like, yeah, let's do this. And Keem was like, I don't know, I'll see. And she's like, I gotta watch it with Kris, and then we'll see. And I was like, yes. Boom, here they are. Thank you very much for coming. I don't know if that's how it went, but when I replayed
it's totally not.
Okay. When I replayed it, it went exactly like that. That's literally how it went in my head. I was like, yeah, I asked, and she was like, I don't know. And I was like, I bet. And
yeah, you are way cooler right now than you were in the chat. There were exclamation marks.
Really?
Yays? It was like, yay!
And yays, like, oh my god, I haven't seen Kris in forever. Like,
wait a minute. I was trying to look all cool.
Yo, Keem, the hell it's your boy, you know what I'm saying? Tell him to come through.
Yeah.
My reality.
I was like, bring him.
Did I not tell you? Bring him. Like, we do this virtually. Okay.
The world that we live in 2020 is virtual. Okay, so this is fun. This is a cool hangout for me. All right, thank you very much. But The Old Guard is actually a comic I haven't read. I'm gonna look into it. I'll probably do like a comic book breakdown later for the channel. But it's a comic that I've never read, and apparently Netflix decided, hey, why don't we make a comic book movie out of it? Because Netflix is getting into like this their comic book bag, right? Umbrella Academy is a big show for them. So I saw the trailer and it looked like something that we already reviewed, which is also a comic, Warrior Nuns. And I was like, okay, so Netflix is really, they're stepping up their comic book game, with like obscure, products and not
Marvel.
Man, when you lose that Marvel deal, you got to figure it out really quick.
They're like, we're gonna take everybody else's comics though.
We got Image Comics, we got Dark Horse,
we got Image, everybody, because I think that Netflix is doing, if I'm not mistaken, I think Invincible. Was it Invincible or Invisible? It's a Dark Horse. No, it's an Image comic with Seth Rogen, and we know what. Never mind. Let's get to The Old Guard. So I'll drop the synopsis before we get into like this cute review that we're about to do, hold on, because in pre-production, right, we're discussing, and I think a word came up, and Keem was like, we cannot use that word. So yes, we've already, I don't know if we've gone through a word list that we can and cannot use yet, but listen, I'm just going to do a disclaimer right? We are sorry.
So, remember the last review? We did the hood synopsis, and we let Keem read it fresh. So
yes.
We did another one.
Yes.
She can read it, and if she comes upon something that she finds
You know what?
Less than
Right.
publicly acceptable, then she can edit.
Yeah, she'll edit it. Yeah, go ahead.
And that's the best part of it. That's the best part of it. Edited.
Okay. I would also like to point out before I start reading, number one, I'm sorry if I stutter. I am literate, but my printer, I don't know if y'all can see this. My printer printed out so light.
Nobody can see that.
So I have my glasses on. And I'm really about to sound like I'm just starting out here. But this was directed in keeping with Black excellence. This had a Black female director.
Yeah, Gina Prince by the Wood. I love it.
Yes.
Beyond the Lights, I believe, is one of her things that she's done. Was it Beyond the? Yeah, Beyond the Lights with Nate Parker, and he played the cop to this like music. It's a pretty good movie. Y'all should check it out.
One of these days. Wait, is there singing and dancing in it? Because if it is,
it's about a pop star who's like managed by her mother. I feel like you've seen the movie. And
I've seen the trailer for it, but
and she kind of goes off on a you know how pop stars go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
And finally, like the cop Nate Parker saves her, and they get into this whirlwind romance, and it's like, ooh, romance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like if there's not at least one throat rip in it, I really don't have an interest. Sorry.
Wait. Okay. All right.
Okay. So. Hood Synopsis by Kris.
Let me go ahead and mute myself right now. Like I just feel like I should.
Your high pitched laughter gives everything so much life. Why would you? Why would you deny us that joy?
So we could stop and discuss scenes as they play out. As long as Mo gets itself under control. Right.
We haven't even started yet. Take a breath. Take a breath. Herbs in, herbs out. Just get it. There we go.
All right, I got this.
Alright, so boom. So main character Shorty rolls up on a cocky and smug face and meets with one of her homies who is riding a bike through the Turkish pathways like he's Valentino Rossi and doing something. Nigga, you got a scooter. Calm down. They meet up with their homies to eat pastries and shit. She guesses the kind, and man, fuck out of here. Pass this useless ass scene. So. As we open.
It's so hot. I'm so sorry.
Just the first paragraph, man. Get it
on. There are really 3 pages.
He skirted like it was, I'm like, he's about to shoot and we about to see something.
Sir, are you on a Vespa?
Oh, man, what are you doing?
Because it looked cool for like 2.5 seconds, and then you realize it's a whole like scooter. Like, nah.
But I figure when you are immortal, the things that look traditionally cool to other people probably mean a lot less to you at that point because you've seen so many different trends, but never a scooter.
Did you see their swords? Like, come on. Y'all still using swords and axes, but you want to ride up and skirt on a scooter? Get out up here, please. No. All right. Let me stop. I really should mute myself. I really should.
Nah. Absolutely not. I did enjoy her sitting there and like going through and like you see how long they've been together where like they have their own little games and stuff of like I bet she can't guess what region this came from, and like she's lived long enough that she can just deduce all of the flavors like all of the flavors, the type of nutmeg that was used that's only common in the western banks of so yeah. They old.
When you put it that way, yeah.
I mean, it was kind of cool, but it was very like, why? I mean, I get why Kris said. I understand why Kris says, get this out my face, like, because it looked, when he's like, oh, I got a gift for you. I'm like, oh, I bet. So it's fun, and it's just baklava. Wait, I didn't mean, if anyone loves baklava, like, it's great, but like, let's just keep going, please.
All right. So boom, part 2. They meet up with hater black guy from Doctor Strange. They clearly don't trust this nog, so they get a sniper rifle trained on him because they've clearly seen Doctor Strange and was like, nah, we can't trust this nig because we seen Doctor Strange. He tells them about some job to bring the girls back home, but we, the audience, do not trust him. We know he ain't shit because he waves to the sniper rifle like, yeah, I know I ain't shit. Hi, Rihanna. Also, Turkish trap music, foreshadowing. Okay.
Anytime I see
he knows he ain't shit because he looks directly at the sniper rifle like, hi, Rihanna.
Hey, Rihanna. Yeah.
He really ain't. But every time you see Charlize, right, she's been in these kind of movies before, and you should, like, if anytime she's in some sort of action movie, she always knows, like, not to trust someone, right? So that's my knowledge. Like, even though the character says, this doesn't look good, and I'm watching it like, yo, it doesn't. Just knowing Charlize in all her action movies, when she says this doesn't look good, it doesn't.
It doesn't look good.
But yet they go ahead with it.
Exactly, and it just smelled funny to me. It really did.
Right. Well, you've been alive since the beginning of time, and you don't trust your instincts. Like, come on.
Yeah, ma'am, your name is Andromeda. You have to trust yourself, like, above anybody else. Yeah, but her boy, like, her trusted comrade was like, nah, we're good. And,
Booker.
Yeah, and I think
your name is never Booker. That's it. I don't trust you like that.
No. But like, they have rules. They have rules. Like, we don't do like the same. We don't help the same person twice, and there's a reason for that. So you got to stick to your rules. All right. So they roll to the desert, all tooled up in black hoodies with full caucasity, harassing this lady who just wanted to mind her own damn business. Like, bitch, you see me walking with this water on my head. Now we finally get some action. They walk past a pile of bloody Air Force Ones and are like, nah, some nasty shit is going down.
Black Air Force Ones. Let me tell you.
They took out a whole group of goons.
It's the fresh white forces, right? But if you see black forces, run. Seriously, everybody knows that.
So they're like, nah, some nasty shit is going down. We got to rescue these girls from Epstein's crew. Then, boom, some dude got shanked up, disrespectfully got used to clean the sword, and shanking nasty.
Oh, the sword upset shanking. Yeah, so one dude got shanked up, and then the guy used his body to clean the sword off.
No! that was nasty.
Like, that was disrespectful as that. You stabbed me, and then you confused me to clean off your sword.
I'm coming back to mess you up. I can't just die like that. How you just gonna die like that?
You're not coming back. That's the
problem. Nah, I'm definitely using somebody else's pants to clean off my shank. If that, you don't need them anymore. There's no need for me to walk around with a rusty ass, bloody ass.
That's super disrespectful. Like, why would you ever think that's okay?
Look, I don't respect your life. I don't respect your pants. Fuck you as an individual and an ensemble. That's wow. Yeah, so that was nasty, as Kris put it. They roll into a room to do the mission and knew it. Couldn't trust that nigga from Doctor Strange. They walk into an empty room and...
I'm guessing it's something there.
I'm not reading this.
No, you have to read it.
You have to say it. You have to say it.
They walk into an empty room and then
Where's the rap?
So, Mo, have you seen the video where the dude, like, he's rapping and he's like, I'm gonna pull up on you with my chopper and I'm gonna be like, clack, 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 clack. Like, he's just making all these noises. That. The gun go, everyone dead. End movie. So as suspected, they walk into this trap, and basically just walk into a full fucking firing squad.
I thought somebody wasn't gonna come back from that. Like, yes, that's the premise, right? But I'm like, they sprayed you down. Like they literally
hardcore.
Yeah.
They hosed you down. Like they hosed you down with bullets. Like in your head, in your spleen, in your back, in your crack. Like it's bullets everywhere. Like what's really going on? Like
yeah, I love the way they walk in and she looks and she's just like, fuck. Like,
yeah.
Like getting a run in your tights or something. Like, right, let me deal with this minor inconvenience for my day.
Come on. Okay, this is so horrible to say, but like I've heard like when you die, your bowels like I'm sorry.
So they're just
this is a legit question. Like, do
you shit on yourself every time you get killed before you come back to life and have to deal with that too? So like, what does your laundry look like?
That's why they're so mad when they die, because it's poopy pants. Like, come on. Maybe they do wear. Maybe they do wear Depends.
Yeah,
that would be wise. It's probably a lot easier cleanup than like everything.
Fucking is like you're so used to it now. It's like whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take these shots. I'll be back in a minute. All right.
They don't eat before mission.
So what?
They don't eat before mission.
I mean, I feel like there's probably still something in there, though. Like,
it's weird. I need to ask somebody. I'm gonna ask a doctor real quick. Be like, hey, so when you die, like, say now.
How are you gonna frame that question? Yo, so if I die and I come back from life.
Quick question.
I can't be poopy. Like,
okay. All right. Wait. These niggas is a set of Wolverines. Got shot up. Took their sweet time to heal. Stand up. Make a Facebook post. Update the gram. Then proceed to fucking mofos up with reckless abandon. There was stabbing, shooting. Someone got beat to death. Someone or someone's got beat to death with what appears to be a blunt axe. Sexiness. So yeah, ain't shit nigga from Doctor Strange set them up for a fucked up versus on IG Live so he could witness them coming back alive. Damn. Now they gotta make plans to disable all social media.
Versus dope. Okay, I gotta point out one little action move that happened. I think it was the dude with the beard, right? He had a shotgun and he like tapped it on the ground while she was. Yo, I thought that was like the coolest thing I ever saw. It was really cool. Like tap, boom, bang, bang. I'm like, oh shit! Okay, action. But when she took the axe to homie, I'm like, yeah, this thing is not. And it didn't go through. I was like, yo. He's still alive, and that gotta hurt.
Like, so your last living thought is like, ow.
It's like fuck, and then death.
Yeah, fuck. Who walks around with a blunt axe and then boom, shotgun. They gotta shut down social media. Skip to our token queen trying to get info from some Middle Eastern locals who were like, nah, we don't talk to the ops. Sorry, I was stuffing my face. I looked up and some nigga got shot.
Wait, you missed it. I think somebody snitched. Somebody snitched.
So she takes a group of the other lady, her fellow soldiers, and they go back to this one house because one of their superiors is like, there are ladies back there. I bet they know the guy that they're looking for. I bet they know where he's hiding. So her and the ladies go back, you know, kind of to show we mean no disrespect. We don't mean you any harm. And they go in and they ask, like, hey, have you seen this guy? And one of the ladies is like, you know, number one, we don't tell on our folks. Number two, nah, like, men are not in here. And so, you know, she's like, well, any man that's going to use a woman or a child as a shield doesn't really respect you anyway. And so the lady...
Like that? Why is that like your favorite line to use when they need something from you?
We don't respect you. So the I guess the head lady in charge of that house, she kind of does one of those, nah, for real, he's in there. So they wait. I don't want to ruin.
You say he missed. He missed.
Yeah,
it, so
he missed that part. So we walk in the house, and do you know what her name was? Because I really didn't pay attention to anybody's name in this except for
Andromeda.
She is Black Queen, okay?
Niall Freeman. Niall Freeman. Her name. Her last name is Freeman, though. So
in real life or in the movie?
No. They had to make sure she was black. So now.
Okay, so she's definitely a Freeman.
Right. In the movie with all white people,
she's the Freeman.
She could just be like a Cooper or something. Like,
nah. We need everybody to know she's free.
Right.
So she starts walking back towards that secret room and ends up shooting the villain that they're looking for in the chest.
Double
and yeah, and so then she's like, "Oh shit, they wanted him alive." So she tries to go over. Yeah, trying to give him CPS. No, trying to give him CPR.
You call Child Protective Services.
You're going to fucking jail, Greg.
I'm trying to save him.
I'm trying to save him. And, you know, he's like, don't touch me. And she's like, I'm trying to save your life. And so as she goes over to, you know, fully help him, he slashes her throat and she falls out. And one of her homies runs up and, you know, it's like, call a medic, get help. And, you know, they're trying to help her. So that's where we, sorry, my mom is texting me. My mom was calling me. I needed to let her know that I'm alive because she will call the police to do a wellness check.
So yeah, that's where
I gotta stop real quick. Yo, so the dude Joe is Jafar in Aladdin. Just random thought. Just wanted to put that out there. I just saw it and I was like, yo, Aladdin. Sorry.
Thanks for the Keem, take it away from stuff on my face.
We don't talk about stuff in my face. Okay, yeah, I see now. The queen tries to help him and the fucker slashes her throat. Fuck that dude. It's okay though. The queen shall rise again, right? So our heroes are running a train. What's that? Oh, on a train. Then they we watched a different version in an incognito tab. Then they dream in unison, which gotta be awkward as fuck, about the queen's resurrection. Cocky Smugface starts complaining about, damn it, not another Highlander. Her boys tell her, chill, boss. Shorty just needs our guidance. Smugface is like, I'm done with this train. Yoink, hops off, and takes off on a walk into the desert to consult Jesus. So
probably knows the dude the whole time. Probably knows him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a scene later on where, yeah, I could see that, her like fucking with influential men throughout history. Mm-hmm. But from this we find out that whenever a new immortal is I guess, you know, reborn, they all dream about her resurrection, and they're going to dream about each other until they're finally together.
That's trash.
Yeah, that is.
That's annoying.
I mean, especially like my dreams. Right, think about right now in the time of the COVID where you can't even travel internationally, and some immortal is born in like overseas.
Just be there.
And that, like, can we FaceTime or something? Does that count? Because I can't be seeing
all
your
of us
dreams.
Gotta dream at the same time. Like, yeah.
Yo, what? I'm gonna come in my dreams and be like, "Hey, shorty, you gotta go. You gotta go." Like, son, like,
this is a private space.
Seriously. You know what was interesting about the opening when they get to the hotel, right? Where the ladies are like, "Hey, say cheese," and she's like, "Hey, you want me to take that for you?" I thought that was interesting because, like, in the world that we're in now, it would be close to impossible for them to exist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Because there's always somebody taking a selfie of themselves.
And you just have, like...
anywhere you go.
Like, right. How many pictures am I in that I don't even know about right now?
Right. Every time I'm walking to work, there's a news van on this side, on that side. So I know I'm in some background.
Right. So if you were immortal...
This is not the time for you.
I just feel like, what you saying? All of us black people look alike? And just keep it moving.
Ew, for real, though.
That's all you gotta do. Like, I'm a fan.
Yeah. And Keanu.
Yo.
But they're playing the reverse game. They're just out in the open. They're hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. True.
All right. Next scene, we got some Karen complaining that the queen survived and wants to see scars and shit. Karen is all skeptical, as Karens, as you know, or as Karens are known to do. Yeah, so
that upset me.
It's not enough just to be grateful that your you know, compatriot, your friend, your fellow soldier survived this horrible attack. Instead, you're looking like, bitch, where's your scar? Number one, why aren't you dead?
Yeah.
I saw you dead. Number two, where's your scar? Let me see it. Like, man, did we learn nothing from Jesus when he came back and they were like, you're not the real Jesus. Let me see your palms. Like, girl, get it together. Okay. We're now introduced to some dude whose face you definitely can't trust his face. If you don't love your big screen, you'd want to punch his face through the screen. He obviously been working with ain't shit nigga from Doctor Strange, who by now has shown everybody the vid of Smugface and Hogan's Heroes snuff film.
Wow.
Meanwhile, niggas in the army unit are looking for the queen like some kind of mutant. She is, but still. I mean, if one of my unit members can survive murder, I want them on my, I want them on my
team. That's what you want going on the front. Like, yo, right. we about to raid. Can you lead? I'm gonna promote you just to lead.
Right.
Like, get in front.
He said, I want them on my team on some send Marquise in first. Unrealistic and ungrateful fucks. Yeah, so her homie actually reports her, like, something's not right. She didn't die. She doesn't have a scar.
That was trash.
That
was some bullshit.
That was really trash.
Like, first thing I'm gonna do is like, yo, nigga, you survived that? Man, I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Mission, drinks. Tell me about it. How can I get undead?
Yeah, I'm going to use you as a human shield no matter where we go.
You going on the bomb squad.
Like, you know, when you have to walk through and like sweep for mines, that's all you know.
That's you. Like, that's your job, just in case. Like,
just in case. Okay.
Oh, they low big time. The military could have used. You know what? Never mind. She's black, so no.
Yeah, no, we don't sacrifice her.
No, right.
Right. All right. Well, she ain't got to deal with ungrateful Uncle Sam and his children much longer because she gets kidnapped by Smugface, who then shoots her in the back of the head. Just rude.
Like,
so fucking rude.
No, like, you know what the worst part about that is? It's like, so she shoots her, right, and she lays in a puddle of blood for a minute. Dry, sandy blood? Right. All up in your forehead and your braids, and her straight backs. That's disrespectful. Not in the straight backs.
So like, disrespectful.
Hold on. Time out. So, if you shoot her, does like the hair grow back and braid back up?
Maybe she got shot in a part. That's what I'm gonna go with.
You know what?
Still Look, I'm bringing logic to this, man.
No, you know you're right. But I thought about it yesterday. I was like, yo, she shot in the head.
So now she got one braid just hanging.
One undone cornrow. Yeah, it's all frizzy in one part.
Right. Oh man.
Let's see. Just rude. Now they got the queen trafficking Yayo on a plane to Paris. Shaking my fucking head.
Yo, I don't like how they do black person in this movie, okay?
Yo, no, seriously. She's like, this is cocaine. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I'm like, yo, why did the black person have to be on a plane with coke on it?
Because you just know if that plane gets pulled over, they're gonna be like, it's hers.
Right. Like, they're not even gonna look at Charlize. They're not gonna look at the Russian runner. It's just, you.
Yeah, no. Come with us. You guys have a safe trip on this barely held together. Yeah, barely held together ass plane. Oh, where did we go? Shaking my fucking head. Now comes the "this who you are" speech. Smugface claims to be a god. I would say something about white women's claiming godhood, but anyways, we got
where are my shades?
Nah, don't be hiding.
Let's just imagine these are my shades real quick. But they're not shades, but like
your actual glasses.
That was shade though.
We got the old big you know that shit about the obligatory. There it is. We got the obligatory fight scene the fight scene between superheroes before they team up. Smugface versus Queen. Now, I can't abide by Smugface beating up on the Queen, especially not after Juneteenth. Fuck this scene. It's a dope fight, though, but fuck this scene. Wakanda forever.
I really I missed it. I really wish it came out like 2 months ago. That, we can, but nah, it was. But no, we do get our comeuppance though. We do get our comeuppance.
Yeah. But no, that was a dope but brutal fight scene. Like, you saw her bone break through her arm,
and she's still trying to fight. Like, what is seriously? What pisses me off? Like, if somebody ever really broke my hand like that, I'm just gonna lay down. Like, nah, I'm not getting back up. Like, what be possessing young people to feel like? Just because she broke her leg.
Like, okay, fine. The only reason she didn't get back up is because her leg was broken and she couldn't get back up.
So she broke her arm and then broke her leg.
So they ripped James her.
They Rick James her.
You on Andromeda?
Fuck your plane.
Fuck it, yeah, yo.
But in this scene, she now sees that this is not bullshit. It's not an hallucination, because as soon as she lays there for a second, you see the bone go back up in her arm, and she starts to heal immediately. Okay. Now the whole team is together. They start talking about how old they are and shit. We got niggas who used to smoke hookah with Napoleon and fuck Genghis Khan. Then there's Smugface, who I suspect is Eve or Lilith or some shit. Shorty might be older than the Christian pantheon. True. Old Persephone looking ass. We get a flashback of Smugface and her first immortal homie who got drowned in an Iron Maiden. That is fucked.
Yo. And they keep, and like, I think the new ones always dream of it, right? Because like the new,
because they're not together. Man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe that's why she can't sleep.
Right.
Because oh nah. Can you imagine waking up and drowning back and then coming back to life and drowning? And
I mean, yeah.
That's 100 years, bro. Like, no. Oh, that's the worst way to die.
Yeah.
Just take my lungs out.
But they'll grow back because you're immortal.
They'll grow right back, yeah.
They try hanging them. I would have pretended to die. Like, once I got hung out, I'm like,
right. Like, why are you getting up? Like,
why do you keep? Yeah, seriously.
Can you imagine if they burnt them? Like, what would have happened? Because she mentioned, what if they? I wonder what getting burned is like.
Yeah, I think they did burn them, or they talked about.
They were going to, but then they were like, "You two are too powerful together." So anybody who didn't watch the movie but for some reason wants to hear the discussion.
By the way, this is a spoiler version. Oh my god! BT Dubs.
Well, we here now, so if you didn't pick up that there were going to be spoilers from the first sentence, I don't know what to tell you. Like, work on your context clue skills. So
we are 30 minutes into the
by the way.
I don't want to offend any viewers, but if you're sitting here 30 minutes in and you're just
I keep spoiling it.
That's on you at this point. You should have been clicked off. At the mention of Doctor Strange, you should have been clicked off. That's where you should have got off. It's like, Doctor Strange. Oh, now I'm getting off this. Like, you just.
Yeah.
If you can spoil Doctor Strange.
Okay. Speaking of fucked, they blew Susface's whole guts out and kidnapped the lover boys, but left Susface behind.
That's so bad for them. They were so cute.
They were adorable.
Like, their whole relationship, like, do you know who he is to me? He's the son that stays in. I'm like, yo.
They were on some real
I've never described anybody in my life like that. Like, yo.
I almost hit you with the why you don't talk like that.
My bad. It got really hot.
Alright, so the next scene.
The next scene. Okay. Smugface is back to shanking everyone. Alright. Ain't shit nigga from Doctor Strange has regrets after witnessing said shankings. Also, fuck this CW music. Yeah, the background music was real, like.
Oh yeah, the music from this movie was kind of like not great.
I don't know who was in charge of it, but
it was not
they could have used the soundtrack from Kipo and had a better outcome.
Kipo used the soundtrack from Kipo. We're like, nah, we got this. I mean, you legit just have to go through Spotify, hit the people up, and be like, hey. Yeah. I mean, that's what Kipo did.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically once the new girl, once Freeman learns about the fucked upness of their being, she goes out for a walk to clear her head, and Andy follows behind her. But while they're out there talking about, look, this is how shit is, ain't shit nigga from Doctor Strange's crew comes in and and pulls off murders and kidnappings. And so when they come back in,
right, and then that one dude somehow was there. It's like, wait, so if he's after all of you, why did he leave you behind?
Right.
The guy that got his whole guts blown out.
I know, it didn't make any sense. Like, how come nobody could be like, yo, why are you still here?
Right.
But no, we've been together for X amount of years. We trust you.
Right.
Like,
I was like, look at his face.
I've seen this too many times.
Okay. Meanwhile, we see the lover boys captured in the back of a party van.
You have to say.
Go on.
August Immortzina. Like August Alsina. August Immortzina starts spitting poetry about how
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh. Like today, knowing that I've loved. Yes. Oh, the poetry was on point.
Yo, he spit the game. I feel like. Was that about the stars, the moon, and the yeah.
Together. Like they just kept spitting like some real shit to each other, talking about when we met, it was during the Crusades. His people were against my people, but we fell in love. We killed each other so many times. I'm like, yeah, get it. Okay.
That's
like,
hood love.
I'm so glad I wasn't watching it with anybody, because somebody would have been like, I have an experience where I was watching the movie and it got really romantic, and I felt daggers in the side of my head.
Just scared at like,
it's straight at the movie. I'm like,
Eddie.
Ain't no way I'm looking at you to be like, nigga, you ain't killed me once. Like, no, we good. We're good.
I could.
Oh.
Fighting with someone that you love, that you've lived with for X amount of years, like if they piss you off up to a point, you just stab them. Because you know they won't come back. Like, I don't want to talk to you no more, stab.
That is still not healthy. Especially knowing that at some point that shit doesn't work anymore.
But they didn't know that. They never knew.
I guess at the beginning they didn't know, but
because Smugface gonna you know what? Yeah, let's keep going. Let me stop.
All right. Let's see. So August Immortzina starts spitting poetry about how in love he is with low budget Jake Gyllenhaal. Then starts smooching in front of the kidnapper soldiers, making them niggas super uncomfortable. It's 2020, fellas. Get a life.
Because they're homophobes and they're all manga, so yes.
Mm-hmm. Right, because they're like, "What are you, gay?" Like, yes.
Oh no, he's like, "What? That's your boyfriend?" And he was like, "Boyfriend."
Do you know who the fuck this is?
He's the sun to my stars. Like what?
Okay. Wait, hold on. Did I miss a page? Nope. 2020. Get a life. Great. This bootleg, great value, Mark Zuckerberg ass fucker is back on the screen. If he didn't get headbutt to that if he didn't get headbutt to that stupid face, I might have done it to the TV myself. So that's where they're in the house.
Yeah, that's where they got captured.
They got captured, and they're at ain't shit nigga from Doctor Strange's house. Mm-hmm. And he's telling, about how basically he captured them because he wants to use them to change the world, but not just for the greater good, like for the money too. And so one of the lover fellas headbutts him in the face. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Smug face. So what we find out as Andy kills the rest of the guards who came and kidnapped her boys, she gets stabbed in the shoulder, and when she comes back to collect the rest of her crew, we see that her wound has not healed. And so she's like trying to be real secretive about it. Like, you know what? I'll be back.
Right.
Yeah, so Smugface goes shopping. So she's in CVS looking at painkillers and antiseptics like it's a new concept, which I guess it is. Oh shit, she stopped healing. We gotta kick her out the X-Men. Meanwhile, the lover boys get cancer. The fuck?
Yo! That was evil. Like the movie was a fun, and then it just went straight like evil. How you just gonna inject me with cancer? Like, bruh, like relax. Okay, chill out.
Yeah, like just to see how quickly they would heal, and then just to keep doing it over and over again is so fucking. And also, at this point, ain't shit niggas like, they are people. Like now he has full.
Now he has a conscience.
Yeah.
Niggas.
So going back to Andy Smugface being in CVS, it's amazing that you've lived your entire life without getting hurt or anything, and you're looking at all the shit like, what the fuck do I do with this? What is this? A Band-Aid? What a Band-Aid?
What do I need this for?
That's why the girl behind the counter was like,
Need help? Yeah, like, you look lost. Like, you about 45, don't know what a Band-Aid is. What?
Right.
Where your kids at?
And she just like, just everything on the shelf, she was just like, okay, I guess I'll take this, and this, just to see what works. So it was really nice of the lady to like help her. Like, number one, when she's like, is there a bathroom? And she's like, no, but you can go in the stock room. Matter of fact, let me help you with this. And then, her being like, well, why are you doing this?
That must be a really good neighborhood, first of all, because you're just going to leave the store.
right.
You're just going to leave the store. You can't. You know what?
I'm sure she wasn't the only one working.
Nobody else. Maybe she locked the door. You know what? She locked the doors. Be back in 10.
Right.
That works.
Yeah.
So while Smugface and the Queen have a sister of the Yaya traveling leggings moment, notable fuck this features. First Black Immortal gets dead. First Black Immortal gets dead in a flashback. The Queen is from the south side of Chicago, who grew up without a father. Did these movie-making fucks have a black dartboard of black character tropes? Don't answer that, because yes. Yeah. So
I
this
didn't
is
notice until you pointed out the whole Freeman thing. I was like, oh yeah. They legit just was like, okay, what do we? Last name Freeman. Chicago. Grew up without a dad.
And then they try to soften it, though. They try to soften it by telling us like, oh no, but did we talk about how homie Booker, he had a kid or 3 kids?
Like, yeah, that's right.
What, like, first of all, you live forever, right? You know you can live forever. Why?
Companionship.
Weak pull-out game.
Facts, because I'm not doing that to nobody. Like, that's kind of cruel. Like, and then his son died of cancer. They try to really give him a sob story. Like, man, I don't really care about that shit.
But Kris, like,
cancer though.
At that point, fuck cancer for sure. But at that point, it was when Kris called it like he had a son that died of an illness. Like
he's gonna do something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that wasn't important, other than foreshadowing. Right. That was an important scene because you find out like this immortal life, you can't keep living. yeah, you can't live like you're mortal because you're going to get older than all of your loved ones. They're going to die. You're not going to age. So now they're looking at you like, why the fuck you not getting older? And you know, it's a painful thing to see for you, and it makes them bitter because you can't help them. You can't share the secret to what's happening because you don't know what it is.
Right.
So this is why all they have is each other, because they know what's going on, you know.
Right.
Okay. Black tropes, yes. All right. Back to these two. Y'all fucking talk a lot. I need more murder, death, kill, shanking, and less talking about your immortal feelings. Did Drake write this shit?
You gotta sing it.
I can't sing it. You gotta sing it.
No, you have to. You have to. You're the one reading it. You have to sing it.
You have the paper in your hand.
Right.
You printed it out.
Right.
You don't gotta kill like that. Is that good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Damn it. I knew I couldn't trust that nigga's face. Queen found out that sus face nigga is indeed sus as fuck. Something, share immortality with humanity. Now they done got smug face. Now they done shot smug face. Sus face got regrets. Ain't shit nigga from Dr. Strain got regrets. Because dead wife. And the lover boys got cancer. And yet, they showing this nasty face fake Zuckerberg nigga's face on the screen again. Yeah, so basically what ends up happening is Freeman decides that she doesn't want to be a part of this life. She wants to go back and spend time with her family while she can. You know, because right now it's going to take a couple of years before they start figuring out you're not getting any older, but we are. So she goes to peace out. Andy hands her a gun, like, you know, take this, take the car, ditch the rest of the weapons. And so when Freeman gets almost to where she's going, she takes the clip out of the gun and realizes the clip is empty. And then she thinks back to when Susface handed Smugface a gun, like, here you go, boss. And so now she's like, well, that shit was a setup. Okay. And yeah, so then Andy goes in. Were you gonna say something, Kris?
Going back to talking about, you know, her going to meet her family before they could figure out, you know, something's wrong. You know, it's probably easier for black folks to do the immortality thing because black don't crack, and you can basically say that. Just dye your hair silver after 50 years and be like, girl, what you talking about? Black don't crack.
Melanin, baby. Yeah.
I didn't know this was going to get there at some point.
Maybe 200 years and be good.
Right. Nobody's gonna ask questions.
Because look, we've seen some 89-year-olds looking like they're in their 40s.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're always so proud of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, she'd have to probably start walking with a, you know, like a slight, crouch, just a slight one.
Walk a little slower. That's it.
Right.
That's about it. Complain about your joints sometimes.
Yep. Be like, I can feel like it's raining because my knee cracked. Like, son, you know, one of the black, she could have done it though. So I would have, you know, listening, I would have been like, oh, it's empty. All right, bet.
Yeah.
Because she did the most when she came back. I'm sorry.
Because that's what the fuck she's supposed to do.
From Mass. I'm sorry.
So ASN FDS. Sorry, I got tired of writing ain't shit nigga from Doctor Strange. And the Queen team up for the old supervillain and the hero team up to fight a bigger threat trope. But Queen says, nah, Kanye, I got this. Fuck out of here. Then more CW music plays. So yeah.
shitty music, yo.
Terrible. But yeah, so basically he gets her into the facility, which is weird that you would like have this facility that houses all of this really expensive high-tech equipment and probably, you know,
zero security.
Yeah, like they're gonna see me. Like, no, this room doesn't have any cameras. Like, why would you do that? And then like
for illegal shit, because that building probably did a lot of illegal shit.
That could get saved to a separate hard drive, but no, there's going to be cameras every fucking where. Like, you're willing to keep a whole group of people because you want to protect your intellectual property, but you have a room with no cameras that leads to the rest of your facility. It's not even like a cutoff.
But Keem, if we didn't have that room, thank you, because if we didn't have that room,
we wouldn't have this movie. Got it. All right.
Right. The whole third half of the movie would have not happened.
Okay. And now we see where Kris was really getting into the action of the movie and started bullet pointing points instead of writing out paragraphs. So here we go. Queen pops a nigga for non-consensual touching. A lab.
Right. All right. So we got to speak on that. So she shows up. She's got, the security pops up out of nowhere and like, hey, what are you doing here? How'd you get in? Nigga, because there's no cameras and no security.
You don't have any room and nothing's guarding this room.
Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, come with us. So she pulls out the blocker and they shoot her up. And then dude goes and touching her thighs like, yeah, let me search for some ID. And he touched way too long.
Way too long, man.
In
the face. Were you going to say something, Mo?
No, I was super glad he got shot in the face. That's it.
Okay. A lab coat Karen gets knocked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk Zuckerberg snickers off snickeringly with smug face's God killer axe of the gods. I want that axe.
It's super cool. It's like, it probably can't cut shit, but it's super cool.
Number one, how did he know it was
swing it hard enough?
What was in the bag? Because he picked it up and was like, you know what's in there.
So excited. Oh, he watched the snuff film. He watched the recording in the beginning. Well,
that makes sense.
But you wouldn't have known, regardless, because she didn't have it in, you know what? The movie. Yeah.
The team is back together. Murder ensues. Always some nigga not playing fair. How you roll up with a grenade launcher in a corporate office, fam? Structural integrity.
Right. That always pissed me off in movies where I get the shootouts, but this man came out with a whole ass grenade launcher. Like, dude, walls. You got
weren't they ready like super high?
Exactly. So you rather blow up your whole lab just to kill these folks? You gonna pay for all that? Your security,
right?
Let's see. I want to make sure that I don't spoil. Okay, so now I don't see it in here.
You don't spoil what?
Well, I don't want to repeat what he wrote if he wrote it. Yeah. So I thought one of the head of security dude with the grenade launcher, like he comes in fighting. And the boyfriends, or the Sun and Sky, they're fighting side by side and killing all of the people coming after them. But then fucking head of security shoots one of them puts the gun in the mouth and shoots him, and his man sees it and he's like, I'm just like, that's so unnecessary. Like, I realize you want to incapacitate him. He's going to come back to life, but it's rude.
Mm-hmm. It was rude.
So rude.
The boyfriend was looking like, yeah, I know we're immortal, but
word? Seriously, fam? Like, Yeah, that made me want to jump through the screen and fight. Like, you just don't do people like that. But also, I'm not immortal and I don't have any firearms, so.
Yeah, you would have got shot up.
Like, y'all.
you got shot up.
I'm gonna root for you guys from the couch.
But can we talk about how, like, they kind of find out what's the name? Smugface isn't. I'm just gonna start calling him Smugface now. Smugface isn't healing, right? And they find out, and they're all like, "Protect her!" And everyone like kind of like those are in the middle.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it was also cool. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh, okay, because he said dying hurts, so it still hurts. It still hurts to get. Look, I don't really. Right. Oh no!
Yeah. I also thought it was like it was cool the way you know, when Freeman got into the lab where, you know, now all of them are like in there incapacitated, and she frees them, and Susface, he's like, well, you know, you guys go do what you got to do. I'll stay behind because I was the bastard that betrayed you. And they're like, nah, you got to make this shit right. Like, no man left behind.
Yeah, you got to catch bullets too. Because if I'm going
to get my body up, that's why he was like, I'm going to stay here. They're going to fight and get shot.
Again, I already got blown up for the betrayal part of it. That took a long time to heal. I don't think I want to do this, guys. This is my good shirt.
Nope. Frontline to Curry.
No, he would have been in the front of everything. I don't know why they just let that white man skate like that. But anyways,
that's the line, Marquise.
Life.
That's besides the point. It's besides the point.
Yeah, so he rolled up with the grenade, fucked up all the structural integrity, shot boyfriend in the mouth. Smugface gets tired of niggas and grabs a fire axe and proceeds to give the ancient punishment. Like, she pulled that axe out of the in case of emergency box and was like, no, this will do.
It'll do.
It's not my dull axe, but nah, this'll work. And so
it's probably sharp anyways.
Even with a fucking gunshot wound and a stab wound on death's door, like, she manned the fuck up. And can I just say, I know I said it last night, Charlize Theron's walk, she has a serious ass walk, especially like in her business action scenes.
She's
gonna learn that walk.
Like, you see her coming and you're like, shit, I might just die. Can I just put my gun? Like, I'd be like, yo, if I put my gun down, like, and I think we were talking about this yesterday for when we did our review for Help Me Out, Warrior 9. The one guard or the two guards were like, we don't need this beef. Like, you see her coming with an axe. Like, I have a gun and somebody's coming at me with I'm putting my gun down. I don't like. It's something that this person don't really care about dying like that. It's kind of a fear because I'm like, yo, like, are you serious? Like, if I can shoot you,
you're still coming.
You're still coming. Like, chill out. It's not that serious. Right. I only make minimum wage here, bro. Like,
there is no room for growth in this position. No.
I'm not about to be head of security. Nothing. Like, yo, you got it. Yo, he's right there.
And you know what, Mo? There was, like, we had talked about that yesterday, and then there was a scene in the movie where they see how bad people are getting fucked up, and two of the, like, one of the security guards is like, no.
Yo! I'm gonna need them to start writing this in movies that security guards are gonna start looking out for themselves because it's not realistic. If people who can't die, right? Like, this is what really got me messed up. These people cannot die. This is probably private security, and you know your boss is probably making like $100,000 a year. You're probably making between 50 and 60. You can find another job. This is not worth it to you, man. Like,
you're gonna see the first two niggas die. Like,
look, the bullets are out. Oh God! Look, like, can you just punch me? Like, punch me so I can bleed, so like it look like I really did something. Like,
fuck all that. It is my break time.
Oh shit!
It is time for me to go on break. They be writing people up for not going on time.
I be the one like, oh wait, oh yo, that's my I gotta call.
Your boss is like, get down there now, and you're like, actually, sir, it's 5:30. So
you guys don't pay overtime.
No, time and a half. I gotta go. Like,
I'm out.
No, but seriously, like, you're fucking up all the guards. All the guards got fucked up. And then the one guard, when you're like, okay, where is he? At the end. Like, what are you trying to be brave for?
You've seen this. You've seen how this ends for everybody.
I thought he was going to be an asshole and be like, I'm not saying anything. He was just like, upstairs. But he had to grimace for the camera, just in case the camera was looking. He's just like,
right, like just in case they review the cameras, they gotta be like, yo, you did your job. It's cool. You can come back.
The rest come back to. Okay. So the other piece that's fucked up is Dirtface, fake Zuckerberg, is like in the bunker or whatever, and he's holding the axe like he's ready for them to come through, and then they get up there to him, and this nigga piece the fuck out.
Left everybody.
He's like, you know, I didn't actually take axe lessons, so
because you really see him like, yo, like he's like, this is badass. Like I'm about to, and then the door blows up. The security dude gets his comeuppance, right?
Yes.
Does he?
He gets done dirty.
Kris says, and a nigga gets his neck broke. I'm sorry. A nigga gets his neck broke. The fuck broke for love.
Yo. In the name of love.
In the name of love. Because what you're not going to do is shoot my immortal ass boyfriend in the mouth and think you're going to get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was such a beautiful kill.
No. He got done up. Like the before the kill though, because he's like, okay, so you thought you was doing something when I just got cured for cancer, right? I bet. Now I'm healed. It's 1-on-1. Let's see what you got. And again, you have to understand, if these people have lived as long as they've lived, they know more fighting stuff. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Again, you've lived for X amount of years. As the suspect said in the church, she's forgotten more ways to kill than you've learned. Son, like, you know what? If you really want this guy, who am I? Like, you know what? I'm sorry I shot your boyfriend in the face.
That was my bad.
Break my nose real quick. Like
I was in a dark place then.
5 minutes ago.
Like, just break my nose, call it even.
I've had time to really reflect on my actions and my behavior, and I think we should sit down and start a dialogue and talk about how we can make this right.
Facts. Because like
I even tweeted about it.
You're not finna kill me. I'm changed now. I've grown. Growth.
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced.
New floor, new me.
Yo,
my man was having a black table talk like
so
with himself.
We're here. Broke his fucking neck. For what?
Oh.
No, for what? Like, we gotta understand at this point, the operation is fucked, right? It's all fucked.
It's done.
Why am I still here? Like, these guys are mad now. They want to kill everybody, especially your stupid ass boss. Mm-hmm. You know what? You want to kill? You want me? I'll kill him for you.
No. I'm going to go to the refrigerator and grab my lunch bag, and I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to go the fuck home. Right. As soon as they saw that they were not in restraints in the hospital beds anymore, that is the time to make your decision. Seriously. And my decision would have been, I'm going to go to somebody's happy hour and get myself a drink, because tomorrow I'm going to have to find a new job.
Right.
My mortal self versus an army of immortal dudes. Yep. Happy hour.
Yeah, decision was made for you. Like, and then you decide, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to fight it out. I got my guns. I'm locked up. Like, it was good. Everybody died. Like, every henchman in that movie died,
except for they're in the bunker.
Yeah, except for he's a smart one. He's a smart one.
Yeah, okay.
Smart one.
Let's see. So Smugface is feeling the pains of mortality. Dirk Zuckerberg gets fucked up by the Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes.
I wouldn't have thrown myself out of a building. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have done it.
I mean,
all them floors.
Not after Juneteenth. Yo,
right.
That move was smooth though. She like jumped in front of the bullet and hit him in the head with the axe and jumped out the window.
Right. I mean, she probably could have done him in with hitting him in the head with the axe, but and then you could tell, like, as she was plummeting to her death, you could see the look of regret on her face, like, oh, I did this.
Like, and you know, because you saw a dude with half his stomach blown up, you know, the bigger the injury, the longer it takes to heal. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I could just kick him out the window. Like, we could.
Yo, the after effects was nasty.
Yo, yeah, like her fingers were just all mean.
Like, she looked smack like this. Like, come on. Shoulder was all out of socket.
Like, they couldn't pull her out the car to straighten out. They had her reconstruct in the middle of the like, damn, my arm can't straighten out. Can you get me some straight?
Well, you know, they say in emergencies you're not supposed to remove or move the injured person because you could do more damage. Don't you turn your back on me.
Oh God, I'm crying. Oh, but you're right though. You're not supposed to move them.
I knew it. I knew you were laughing.
Oh, no, I was not.
He doesn't want to encourage my behavior, but
it's so wrong. Like, her neck all broke. She got made. Like, oh,
they're like, no. Leave her there. You don't want to mess anything up.
Just open the door a little bit so her leg can stretch out.
I told you, I don't like how they treat a black person in this movie. Okay?
I don't either. Like, first of all, she shouldn't have jumped out. Like, nah, they let the black
person. Speaking
of
black person, I'm sorry. Let's rewind real quick back to the one black man immortal that they showed in a flashback, and they're like, he just died.
That was it.
That was it. That was the flashback. It was like
the other lady got a whole action scene. Like, oh man, she looked all cool. The black man just had to be dying. It's time. It's time. It's time, sir.
Okay, that's all we get.
So apparently,
this guy gets bleeding stomach.
So apparently, if one immortal is dying, that means one is coming up. That's should have just
They did it just like 30, man. They couldn't even open the door to let her legs straighten out.
Really let her reconstruct, and then wait, your legs good now? I bet let's move you. What?
They stood there and watched her like, oh, hey. Like, no, bitch, help me.
Like, actually pull me out so I can have enough room to like come back together.
Right.
My gripe was like, so I'm mad the building was left standing. I would have blown that shit up because like cameras, all
that's
this
true.
DNA.
Well, gonna cover
Oh,
that
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So Smugface is like, oh, Queen, you thought I was going to pass this axe along to you? Nah, this mine.
I just threw myself out of a build. Like, you see what I mean? I would have done it. I would have done it. On the floors.
That would have been a great scene to be like,
you're next.
Yeah. Like I'm dying, so I'm passing this along to you. But I guess she was like, I'm not dead yet. Still my axe.
Snatch the shit. Nah,
she did snatch it. Like, nah, get your own.
Right? But you're from that more modern age. You just use a gun. Everybody else had cool, like, you know, cool from their age knives and swords. She don't get none.
She gets a gun.
It's a gun. It's a regular 2002 whatever Glock.
Susface gets punished by getting Facebook banned from the crew for 100 years.
Yo,
we ain't fucking with you for $1.
Yo, that gotta suck.
How you been banned for 100 years?
For 100 years.
Yo, that gotta suck. Like, so what you gonna do for like 100 years? Like, like, what are you gonna do? Play with yourself? You're gonna get bored in like 10 seconds.
Make more kids.
Yeah.
They gonna die. Ooh, you could just like bury yourself for 100 years.
Who's gonna unbury you?
Yeah. But remember, you're not going to sleep. You're still going to be awake.
Oh yeah, you're not a vampire.
Take up painting.
Like, you could really become like the greatest painter of our time. Start a company, start a small business. Mm-hmm. You are white. You get a nice, good business loan.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're immortal, so your credit history has to be.
Yo, you got stuff you can pour on. You got
fucked up credit.
Yo, he does. He does have fucked up credit. But he's like smart. He was like the whiz guy, right?
Yeah.
Act like Knox or something. I mean, you could do stuff. If you take it 10 by 10s for 10 years, like for 10, just take it 10 by 10.
Every other movie had an immortal acting like their own son and grandson or whatever. They just disappear and they'd be like, oh yeah, that was my...
Right. That was, yeah. So you could do that. Dang. 100 years. Like, I'm actually thinking, like, what can you do for 100 years?
I'm guessing that goes by pretty fast for them.
I mean, yeah, if you're centuries old.
Yeah, that probably goes by in a flash.
Maybe like the last two be super slow just because reasons.
Yeah,
because it's like
that last hour of work.
Yeah, it's like that last hour of work, man. It's like it stays at 5 o'clock for like 3 more hours for no fucking reason. Right. So it's like, yo, my 100 years is almost up.
No, life is gonna be like 2020 for him for the next 100 years.
Damn. That's rough.
Yeah, I keep killing myself till I die, bro. Like, I can't do it. I will find inventive ways to kill myself. Let's run down the list.
Disclaimer: we don't encourage suicide.
Oh my god!
No, not at all.
Insert the suicide hotline right here.
He's totally not gonna.
No, because it's a lot of work. I gotta find this.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I really should stop talking right now, but go ahead.
Moving forward, Smugface tells formerly Kanye, formerly ain't shit nigga from Doctor Strange, currently her bitch, that he's her bitch. Yeah, so
going back to what you were saying earlier, Mo, how they should have blown up their building for to get rid of security cams or whatever. They pretty much made that his job. Like, it's gonna be her job to basically delete all our footprints. Because I forgot the whole time he's working for the CIA.
Right.
Yeah, and he had like, I thought that was cool though. The records that he had of her, the pictures with all of the yarn string connecting and all of that stuff. she had to go back and look and see, because, you know, the whole time they're like, we can't figure out why we're the ones who are chosen to be immortal. What's our purpose? But you get to go back and see, like, this lady that you saved had this guy or this kid that grew up to be the doctor that invented the cure for this. So basically, the reason they're just there to protect humanity and protect the people who, you know, give birth to the people who do good shit. What is that face, Mo?
So
yeah, what is that?
So they were around when Christopher. You know what? None of my business.
Yeah, look, the movie, all right?
It's some questions in there that could be. Yeah.
Like, yo,
there was a whole ass Hitler, and y'all just let that shit slide, huh?
Yo,
okay.
Hey, it's cool. You know,
we got questions.
Guy invented the cure for polio, so I guess that helps. You know?
I guess that.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
COVID-19, but hey, sure.
Yeah. So she gets to see what her eternal contributions were to society, and she also, you know, tells formerly known as Ain't Shit Nigga from Doctor Strange, you know, you're going to make sure that nobody detects us again. So you see him going through and deleting footage of them.
Oh, from the building.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. I was like, why? I clearly missed that part. I just missed the whole thing right now. Oh, did this really happen? Because I'm like, yo, why didn't they, like, destroy the building? Like, the whole time I'm like, that was just what was burning in my head, and I guess I really just stuck on it so much that I missed the whole part of, like, him.
Bro, everything's saved to the cloud. Still trying to bump the whole building.
That's true. That's true. Mo, you should know that from BNA.
Like, I was gonna say, fuck up the server room, like in BNA. Like you gotta take out the whole building, just the server room.
It's not
now we got the cloud.
Right. It's not like
now we got the cloud.
Credit card building.
Right.
Everybody gets zero credit.
Okay, so 6 months later from all this shit, Susface is drunk as fuck, having regrets about his regretful ass choices, and rolls up in his crib to find Smugface's first BFF drinking his Henny. I'm sorry, drinking his Henny white.
Yo!
Gas.
I don't like her. I mean, I have no reason not to like her.
Wait, what?
But like, I have zero reason not to like her. But like, don't be drinking my drinks. Don't come up in my house and drink my drink. Like, no, seriously. Like, my drink cart, I know where my levels are. And so, like, seriously, don't do that. Don't do that. That's disrespectful. Like, you know what? That is not the only concern. I'm sorry, but like, so that's like,
how'd you get out?
How'd you get out? How'd you find me? My biggest question is, why did she go to find him and not her homie? So I feel like this is going to be, like, if they have a sequel, there's going to be some get back shit on her part, because you just stopped the fuck looking for me.
Like, you blame me. It was like 500 years ago, and shit. I think the life had to keep going.
Like,
all of these right, Kris? All of these technological advances, like, you couldn't have found a fucking submarine to try to look for me. Use some kind of some radar shit. Like, she left me down there.
Niggas on Facebook can find somebody who murdered cats in the middle of buttfuck wherever. You could find
Twitter. Black Twitter has found every Karen and Karen's husband that has done anything wrong on video and lost them their jobs. Right? You know the whereabouts of where she was dropped. So
no, I mean, she didn't really, because
just had to go on Twitter and be like, "Yo, looking for my homegirl, was drowned in 1825. Whereabouts where? Oh, girl, I got you."
You know what I think? You know what I think? I'm gonna guess, right, that some overzealous scientist was probably scraping the bottom of the ocean and found her, and found the Iron Maiden. Was it Iron Maiden? That's what we call it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And he probably like, oh my God, what is this? And then he opened it, and she killed him. and now she's like gonna take revenge on everybody. You know what? Matter of fact, if
the damn shit.
Right, if this is not what happens in the sequel, I will never write another movie.
Wait.
No, I've never.
I love this is where he draws the line. Like, wait, you never wrote a movie, but this is the movie.
This is it.
A non-existent movie is where he draws the line. I will never write another movie.
No. Okay, in my head, I would never write another movie in my head. Because I write a lot of sequels in my head.
I got you.
Okay, wait, I
No, I think we all speculate as to what's going to happen in the sequel.
Right. No, but if you had to speculate, Kris, what would you guess? Like, how did she get found?
No, I think that's a perfect example. Like you said, with all the technology and stuff, and you got who's that director that's so amazing and always wants to direct shit under the ocean?
Cameron.
James Cameron.
James
Cameron was diving, and he, without a scuba suit because he's so amazing of a diver, drove to the bottom of the ocean, found this casket, opened it up, and was like, "Hey, girl, you want to be in my next movie?" He gets killed, and boom, that's the sequel.
Right. Keem, the same. Like I just like I blame science. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, somewhere in between your theory and Chris's theory.
Yeah, I just blame science. I'm sorry. Like seriously, if we look, like especially in Warrior Nun, for no reason, some scientist that just wants to share it with the whole world. First of all, you don't even know what you're opening, and you found it, and you heard a voice in there. Trust and believe it's not a black person. Because if I find that,
I'm going to offend a lot of, but how many black archaeologists are there? Because we know not to open shit. That's not our business.
We've been yelling about that for years now. Like scientists find such and such, want to open it. Like no, don't do that. What do you?
Like, did you not watch The Mummy? Like, what is wrong with
you?
Jurassic Park.
I feel like
shit. And then somebody comes along. Hey, look at this coffin. What is this?
Open it up. See what's in here.
Oh man, I feel weird.
And you get on a plane and you cough and you die, and then now everybody on the plane got it, and their families got it. We all watch Contagion. Like,
yeah. From now on, Mo, I think I'm going to go about life thinking, what did they do in The Mummy? Because this is the second thing we've recorded.
I've referenced
I've watched The Mummy enough to know.
They open they open the coffin, and once you open the coffin, his like little skeleton escaped, and it's like shit started going left. And then not just that, the Tom Cruise mummy was shit, but it's also pretty fucking scary because you open something that you weren't supposed to. Listen.
Even that sorry, my memory's shit. Even that what's that Aliens prequel? Yeah.
Prometheus.
Yeah. I freaking hated that movie. We should do a old school review.
We should.
Because
I would do it.
These motherfuckers go, and you're supposed to be scientists, brilliant people who go off into space, a whole different galaxy. You go into a cave, and the first thing you do as a scientist is take your helmet off in a new environment. Oh, it says there's oxygen. And you start sniffing, and then you see some weird petal egg thing, and you're like,
stick your like,
y'all deserve what you get. You got
again.
Every one of them deserved it.
We have to iterate. It's not.
Yeah. Yes.
Listen. We got enough
issues of space.
we're not creating new issues for ourselves while we're still trying to rectify like the shit that we're already going through. Because we don't have time for this kind of exploration.
If a black scientist found that coffin and he heard the voice, "Help me," He's like, you know what? Put it back. Put it back.
If a regular person goes somewhere and they hear, help me. Nah.
No, not that you just brought up from the bottom of the sea. And you know, black folks don't fuck with dead shit. Any like coffins, like no, we barely go to a cemetery. So
yeah, we're not messing with Duffy.
Oh, man. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the old guard. Before we go, I'm gonna ask Kris and Keem what like overall the movie, what like you liked it. I'm going to guess that we enjoyed the movie for everything it was.
I enjoyed it. You know, I had my beefs, which I said, they did us dirty, but overall I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I could have used a little more action, but a
lot more action.
Yeah.
I think they did a lot of talking that we really need. I didn't really care to know if his son died of cancer. I mean, that sounds kind of harsh.
It's motivation.
Right, for his character, but I feel like you could have done it in like 10 seconds. You didn't need like a whole drawn out.
Right. I see it like this. Would I pay to see that movie in the theaters? No.
And I think that's why we love Netflix, because they will really do that and give us the opportunity to see certain things. So with that said, would you like to see a sequel to that movie? Because I feel like they set it up.
I wouldn't mind one. I would not mind.
I'd watch it.
I kind of wish Charlize died, though. I just think like it would have given more depth, like to the whole like crew, like like the black girl joining us, like now
Wait,
like we have.
She would pass the guard.
I wish you would have. Yeah, like.
The changing of the guards.
I really wish he tried to snatch a little. First of all, if I throw myself out of a window for you, you better die. That's it. But and give me your axe.
You can live. I just want your axe.
Right. I did enjoy it. It was kind of cool seeing Niall go through the whole because again, it's very scary. I guess you find out you don't die. Like that gotta be weird. Like you come back to life after getting shanked, your throat cut, and even your friends don't want to But okay, help me understand. What was her friend's beef? Like, why was she mad? Because she was jealous? Like, what was that about?
Just can't mind your own fucking business.
Oh, the one that was like, how'd she survive? That one?
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, because then it was both of them. Like, it was the one friend, who was like, let me see. And then by the time she got back to the barracks, both they had already packed up all of her shit.
Yeah, that made no sense. Everybody's staring at her like, wow. So
what you mad about?
Yeah, we go into battle together and stuff, and now all of a sudden, because I survived the shanking, you're looking at me like, man, fuck them.
Female friendship.
I wasn't gonna say
it. But seriously, Kris, thank you for coming to join us. Keem, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, we can really organize the old school review of Prometheus that we will probably hate.
Yeah.
For that one.
I would hate that movie all over again.
But no, that would be fun to do. So hopefully we can do that. I mean, we're not promising anyone, so don't expect us. Don't drop a comment. Say so.
You about to get that comment?
What happened to the Prometheus? Nah, it was just an idea. Okay, but no, seriously, it will be. No, don't do that.
Let me give y'all Mo's number.
What's your IG?
You should know my IG at this point. But no, thank you, Kris, for coming to do this. Thank you, Keem. And this was our review. What did you call it? What did you call the notes?
Oh, the hood synopsis.
The hood synopsis, the hood review of The Old Guard. We will catch you on The Boys, hopefully, and Umbrella Academy when that comes out. And again, if you're following me, Keem and Bree, we do Kipo, BNA, and Warrior Nuns. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Birkin.